Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Dr. Sajjad's Academy. Today I am going to take one very important concept from operations research, which is maximization in assignment problems. Maximization in assignment problems. In my previous video I had taken one concept again in the same subject of operations research, which was on assignment problems using Hungarian method. By that Hungarian method, what we had to find out, we had to find out the optimal job assignment and the cost of assignment. So this was what we had found out in the previous videos. So today I am going to take up this maximization in assignment problems. It is here. So the objective of this maximization in assignment problems is to maximize the profit, right? To maximize the profit. So how are we going to solve such type of problems is, we would be first given a profit matrix. A profit matrix would be given to us, and we have to convert that profit matrix into a loss matrix. So how are we going to convert that profit matrix into loss matrix is a big question here. So what we are going to do, from the whole matrix we are going to find out the highest element. Once we find out the highest element, we are going to subtract all the elements of that profit matrix from that highest element. So once we do it, so we are succeeded in converting a profit matrix into loss matrix. Once we convert this into a loss matrix, we can then apply Hungarian method. We can then apply the Hungarian method to find out what the optimal assignment as well as the profit here. Now when we talk about the Hungarian method, we have to be very careful. We have to first see whether the matrix is a square matrix or not. That is, number of rows should be equal to number of columns. That is, m should be equal to n. If number of rows is not equal to number of columns, what we are going to do, we are going to add either a dummy row or a dummy column. For example, if we have 4 rows and 5 columns, what we are going to do, we are going to add one dummy row. Now if we have 5 rows and 4 columns, what we are going to do, we are going to add one dummy column, because we have to convert it into a square matrix, right? Now let us continue with the problem. Here is the problem. Now here what we have 4 machines here, and we have 5 jobs here, and this is the profit on each machine, right? Now if we see, first of all, on this we do not have number of rows is equal to number of columns. That is, n is not equal to m, because we have 4 machines and we have 5 jobs, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to add one dummy machine here with all the profits is equal to 0. So why we are doing it? Because we have to convert this into a square matrix, and hence here number of rows will be 5 and number of columns will be 5. So this is the first step here. Now the second step is, we have to find the highest profit or the highest element in this profit matrix. The highest element here is 111. So what we are going to do, we are going to deduct all these elements from 111. For example, we have here 62, that is 111 minus 62, we are going to get 49. Again 111 minus 78, we are going to get 33. Then 111 minus 50, we are going to get 61, and hence we are going to do this for, we are going to continue this for all the elements. So we are going to deduct all these elements or all these profits from this highest profit. Why we are doing it? Because we have to convert this profit matrix into a loss matrix. Now this is our loss matrix. Now it was what, 111 minus 60 something, what was that, 62. 111 minus 78, 111 minus 50, and it is 111 minus 0, it will be how much? This only. So Now this is our reduced cost matrix. After that, what we have to do, we have to find the lowest of each of these rows. Here we have 0 lowest, here we have 27 lowest, here we have 0 lowest, here we have 24 lowest, and here we have 111 lowest. Can we say it like this? Here we have 0, here we have 27, here we have 0, 24 and 111. After that, what we are going to do, we are going to deduct this lowest element from all their respective row elements. That is 49 minus 0 is 49, 33 minus 0 33, 61 minus 0 60, 0 minus 0 0, and 29 minus 0 is 29. Then we have to go here. 40 minus 27 is how much? It is 13. 27 minus 27 is 0. 50 minus 27 is 23. Then 38 minus 27 is how much? It is 11. Then 52 minus 27 is 25. Then come to here, it will remain same because we have lowest here 0. That is 24, 19, 0, 40 and 30. Then when we come here, we have 63 minus 24 is how much? It is 39. Then we have 47 minus 24 is 23. 24 minus 24 is 0. Then 34 minus 24 is 10. And 31 minus 24 is 7. And here it is 111 minus 111. This is 0 for all, right? Now this is what we are going to get here. After that, we have to find the lowest of each column. Here it is 0. Here it is 0, here it is 0, here again it is 0, and here again it is 0. So there won't be now any change. After that, what we are going to do, we are going to draw minimum number of lines to cover maximum number of zeros. So we have maximum number of zeros here, so we can draw first line here. After that, we have maximum number of here, so we can draw here, right? Then we have 1 here, and then we have 1 here. So let us do that. Now this is the number of lines that we can draw here. How many lines we could draw? We could draw 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now here the number of lines drawn is not equal to the size of matrix. Number of lines drawn is how many? 4. Size of matrix is 5, and hence the solution is not optimal here. We cannot make assignment here. Then what we are going to do? We are going to find the lowest of these uncovered elements. What is the lowest of these uncovered elements? The lowest of these uncovered elements is 7 here, right? It is 7 here. So what we are going to do now? We are going to add this 7 wherever we have intersection here. Now you see here intersection is here, intersection is here, here and here. We are going to add this 7 all these places wherever these lines are intersecting, and these covered elements, this, then this, then this and this, it will remain same along with this, these also, because they are covered. So covered elements will not change, but uncovered elements are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are going to deduct this element from all these uncovered elements. Now once we do it, what we are going to get here? Now see here, 49 will remain same, right? This is an intersection here, so we are going to add 7 here. That is 33 plus 7 is how much? 33 plus 7 is 40. Then we have next one here, which is 61. 61 plus 7 is how much? It is 68, right? It will remain same. Which one? This 0 will remain same, this 29 will remain same. Then we have this is what? This is uncovered element here, right? What we are going to do with the uncovered element? Wherever uncovered element is there, we are going to deduct this 7 here, right? Now 13 minus 7 is how much? When we see 13 minus 7 is how much? It is 6. This will remain same, right? This will remain same, this will remain same. 11 minus 7, 11 minus 7 is how much? It is 4, right? So 25, then this is again 25 minus 7 is how much? It is 18. Then 24 minus 7 is how much? It is 17. Then 19 will remain same, 0 will remain same. Then again we have to deduct here. 40 minus 7 is how much? 40 minus 7 is 33. Then 30 minus 7 is how much? It is 30, it is 23. Then we have 39 minus 7 is how much? 32. this will remain same 23, this will again remain same. 10 minus 7 is 3, 7 minus 7 is 0. Then we have 0 will remain same here, 7 will get added here, 7 will get added here, 0 will remain same, 0 will remain. So we are going to get here, right, 49, 40, 68, 0, 29, 6, 0, 23, 4, 18, 17, 19, 0, 20, 33, 23, 32, 23, 0, 3, 0, 0, 7, 7 and 00. Now what we are going to do, we are going to draw minimum number of lines to cover maximum number of zeros. If we see here, we have 1, we have 1, 1, we have 2 here and we have 3 here. So we are going to draw one line here, we can cover these elements, then we can draw one line here, we can cover this, then we can draw one here and one here. So by this we can cover maximum number of zeros. Now we go for this. So this is how we are going to draw the number of lines, minimum number of lines to cover maximum number of zeros. Now if we see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have 5 lines here. And what is the size of matrix? The size of matrix is also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here number of lines drawn is equal to the number of the size of matrix. Number of lines drawn is equal to the number of lines drawn is equal to the size of matrix, and hence we say we can make the assignment here. We can go for optimal job assignment. Now the question is, how are we going for optimal job assignment? We have to start with the row. We have to find the single row here, single zero row. Do we have single zero here? Yes, we have here 0, right? And below this 0, how many zeros are there? Here it is only 1 0, so we are going to cancel it. Then we are coming to this second row. Is this a single zero row? Yes, here is the 0. Do we have any row here, any 0 here? No, so we are going to make assignment here. Coming to the third row, do we have single 0 here? Yes. Any 0 is below here? Yes, this one we are going to cancel it. Right, we are coming to the fourth row. Do we have any 0 here, single 0? Yes, it is here. This one is already cancelled, keep this in mind. Now we have this 0 here. What we are going to do to this one, we are going to cancel this one. Now this is the only one left here in the fifth row. So this is the assignment that we are going to make here. Now let us make the assignment here, and to find the optimal job assignment, that is what we are going to do, and we are going to find the profit here. Now here first we are going to take machines here. We have how many machines? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Then we are going for jobs here, job D, B, C, E and A. This is where we have made the assignment here. All right, let me take you back again. So here we have machine number 1, and what is the assignment? Machine number 1 is given D. Machine number 1 D. Then machine number 2 is here, it is B. Then we have machine number 3, it is C. Then we have machine number 4, it is E, this one, and machine number 5 is A, right? So how are we going to find the profit? We are going to the first matrix. The first matrix here is, I will show you that. This is the matrix here that we have, right? When we talk of job machine number 1, where was the assignment? The assignment was D, that is 111. When I talk about machine number 2, it was B, that is 84. When I talk about machine number 3, it was C, that is how much? Again 111. When I talk about machine number 4 was E job, this one 80. When I talk about machine number 5, it was A job, and the profit is how much? 0. So this is what I have taken. Machine number 1, job number D, and the profit is 111. Then machine number 2, job is B, 84 rupees. Then we have machine number 3, job is C, 111 rupees. Then we have machine number 4, job is E, 80 rupees. And then I have machine number 5, job is A, and the profit is 0. And hence when I sum it up, it comes to 386 rupees, right? So this is how we solve the maximization problems in assignment, that maximization in assignment problems by applying Hungarian method. I hope students you have understood this concept. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe my channel. Do like, comment and share my videos with your friends. Thank you so much.